I'm AJ McLaughlin.
I'm Ryan Ruiz.
I'm DJ Rich.
I'm Ruben Cesar Telford.
I'm Clinton Martin.
You hear that?
And we are the hosts.
You can hear that. Welcome. Beat me up, Scotty. You're here now, buddy.
I'm here. Y'all was trying to
Choose your
fill
words
my
wisely.
money.
Enjoy the
I
show.
know how y'all try to haze people.
Oh, what's muy bueno? What's really good? How we feeling? How we doing, fellas?
What's up, man?
Tequila, Taco Bell.
You back in the building? I think it's a Kettle Taco Bell.
Tequila, Taco Bell.
Oh my God. First and foremost, man, I want to welcome the guests. Mr. Fab in the building.
Oh, the one.
What's good? Fabito.
First and foremost, I gotta appreciate y'all black people, colored people. Y'all starting at 8:17. I was told to be here at 8 o'clock. But I appreciate it because, some folks are ignorant of people's time and push it to like a good hour and some change. But y'all kept it to 17, under 30 minutes. So y'all get me what's up, guys.
We'll take that.
Take it. I ain't scared, y'all.
You gotta take the little wins. Sometimes you gotta take the little wins.
But yes, I am here. Thank you,
So
John.
how you been, though? How you been?
Yeah, man.
It's been good, fellas. This is long overdue. I appreciate the welcome. But we good, man. Family good.
Family's
Counting our
good.
blessings. Been a
That's
good
what's
week.
up,
Just
bro.
came to see some family from PA.
Ooh.
Everybody good. So my pops.
What part of
My
PA?
mom's Pottstown, or it's out there. It's about 45 minutes outside of Philly.
Okay.
They were
okay.
northeast Philly. They've recently moved to a new home, so
Ooh.
got out a little bit, but bigger home. It's nice. It's nice. Kids got to run around, so happy to be home though. Oh
They had a
That's
good
what's
time.
up. That's what's up.
yeah,
The knees don't hurt?
Some extra babysitters.
These don't hurt, though?
Oh, the knees?
He said, yo.
I felt it, but I pushed through. It was about 5 hours, 5.5. Yeah, so it was alright.
Man, that's a long time.
Damn. Well, listen, guys. First and foremost, while everybody's out there, happy Easter, happy belated Easter. The liquor of the episode is gonna be the Cabo Wabo. I don't know if you guys have tried it.
That's what this is.
Yes, that's what that is already.
That's what that is.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah, you got
just open that
exclusive.
bottle.
Guess get that
I
get
know.
that early, huh?
You know what I'm saying? So I figure out what
He
we're
said,
here.
"Wait, bars open? Bars
Uh,
open."
oh. I do not hesitate.
That's shooting from 3 early, huh?
Gotta test out the range. Establish a base.
Here you guys go.
Go ahead, you go first.
Oh,
Guess first.
appreciate
Guess first.
you.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get 3 for the bean.
I did mine.
Niggas said 3 for the Strizipes.
You from the suburbs.
Oh my God! Listen, a little bit about this little Cabo Wabo, people. Listen, man, this is a premium brand of tequila that has gained popularity worldwide. The brand was founded by rock star Sammy Hagar in 1996, but the history of Cabo Wabo goes back much further. In the 1970s, Sammy Hagar and his band Montrose used to tour extensively in Mexico, where he visited Cabo San Lucas. But in other words, people, it's alright though. It's alright. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know if you guys ever had. I know. Fab just had it today. You had it before?
Yeah, tequila drinker, I be out here in the street. You feel me? Back in my day, I used to have a little Cabo Wabo. You feel me?
Back in your old days.
Wait, which one?
Oh, this is yours here, sir.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Got you.
Merci beaucoup.
Yo, why you gotta be so strong and put this cork on here like this?
I did not do that.
Wrong. I thought it was just me. I said I'm gonna let somebody else.
I feel like this is about to order a bottle of wine. I need a corkscrew.
Let me fix this dude's thing.
Uh-oh. They can't hear me. See, you trying to bully my shirt. I've heard how you get down here.
He said, "Yo, you trying to bully my shirt, bro?"
Alright.
Um,
I am surrounded by them.
but how does it taste though? How does it
You should have
taste?
said extra rich.
I should have said extra rich. It's rich outside.
How is it though? Is it?
Stop it.
It's smooth. It's smooth.
It's mad smooth, right?
It's, for a Blanco, it ain't too shabby.
You know what I mean? It's not like
For a Blanco.
it's not like that Patron.
It don't
Nah,
have no lingering aftertaste. I'm cool.
I would say I'm a little spoiled though. I'm a little spoiled. I have to go to my Mexico trip.
Do tell.
Oh
You
wow!
know, that was-
wow! Yes.
I went to tequila tasting, found out that, Cristalino Blanco, Cristalino Añejo, Cristalino Reposado. I was like, wait, what's all this Cristalino? Who's Cristalino out
I
here?
was gonna say they're gonna
But-
fact check you. Go ahead.
Yeah, it was fire. And I was like some of the best tequila. And I was at a wedding when I was out there. I literally, I'm not kidding you, I probably had at least 20 shots at a wedding. And I was like, I never thought I could drink that much, but I didn't realize
all night?
it's all about all night. Nothing, no throwing up nothing. I was cool. Next day, I was just tired. That was it. But it was because the quality was really good and the potency was lower. I didn't realize it was like from 30 to like 35 to 40 at max. And they do it more of a delicacy so you can drink for a while. They made a design for that.
Yeah.
And I didn't even realize
Yeah,
like they
yeah,
got different
yeah,
levels to it.
yeah.
They, like I bought a bottle back. I made it the right way. You feel me? Brought a bottle back, and that was like it's a delicacy. You have to have it after dinner. It's like a dessert. And I was like, wow, I didn't know that you had specific times where you can have certain types of tequila at different things.
Yeah, because like tequila is supposed to be with like spicy food, like a ceviche or like something that got a little spice to it. That's what they say. Like when you're like tequila is good it's good to consume it with that. You know what I mean?
I can understand, especially when you're doing like wine. I know how folks have wine with certain foods or certain after
With
and
pasta and
whatnot.
stuff
So
like that. So Mexican
culture, when it's a culture thing,
Yeah.
when you tell me about that, I wouldn't be surprised.
Honduras
But I learned
community,
something new today.
gifty. That's another thing too,
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so I think every culture.
Yeah,
have
but
it.
it's kind of different between Honduras gift tea and American gift tea because when America they force it over here. Whoever bring that over here,
What, the Gifty?
yeah,
You ever had it?
I think I have.
it's what's crazy. It's supposed to be a remedy too.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like
A remedy,
A remedy for what?
to clear all sinuses and all pains.
Yeah, that's like castor oil, the Haitian castor oil. You put that on anything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you can put that on anything.
Put that on anything.
I guess that's like with the Hispanics with Vicks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like Vicks, dog, you can
Vicks
put
on
Vicks on anything.
anything.
You can put that on chicken. You can put that on, bro. Vicks, you know Vicks. You
put
could,
it on
niggas say,
Yo,
I was
I'm
almost
joking.
went over.
we started a segment of out of pocket.
Y'all got some I don't know.
But I feel like Spanish people use that on everything.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Fix on chicken?
I don't know about on chicken though.
Niggas say, watch next time you go to Spanish, but hey, don't put no
I
Vicks
don't
on my
want
shit.
no Vicks
Don't put no Vicks on my rice.
chicken.
Don't put no Vicks on my rice.
Stick with the lemon pepper. Royal. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, so how long you was in Philly for?
What was it, about 3-4 days?
Oh, okay,
3-4 days, left Saturday, came back Tuesday.
Okay.
Vacation.
Just got the rest of your week to do and
Vacation.
relax.
Just get back.
And now you
Do
came
what I
back
gotta do
for
at the
420, huh?
Listen,
Look at-
shout out for those, who celebrate with a high elevation. I appreciate those who like to be in good vibes, man. Right now it's good vibes. Right now it's good
Great
vibes.
vibes.
But yeah, shout out to those. Shout out. I know you going down your list of, appreciations, the Easters and all that. You trying to
Facts.
gloss over that one.
Facts. Happy Earth Day for you Earthlings.
Earthlings, yes.
So wait, so like my thing is I'm not a smoker. So like what makes this important for you guys? You know what I mean? It's just like a national holiday.
Yeah, it's a day you celebrate with everybody in the world.
Where most folks are in an elevated place together and they all know they're just inhaling the good and exhaling the bad.
Yeah.
Listen, man, I'm learning. I'm always learning something new. I'm always learning something
I'm
new.
all about vibes.
And not every drug gets its own day, and we ain't gonna say all that, But this is a good drug to be on today.
There's people been on worse.
So is it like is it like you guys smoke anything, or is it just like
Wait,
smoke anything, smoke any manner?
whoa.
No, when I mean marijuana, I'm talking about like you guys smoke anything, or is it like
Keep on saying anything. Why does that anything have? Why you say marijuana?
The delivery. Just
Yeah, the way that
He's like, yeah, you smoke
like
whatever the hell
yeah,
is given to you. Like what?
no, like is it like a preference? Like
There's
you know what I mean?
levels to it.
That's what I'm saying though.
Yeah,
Like I'm a rookie.
Just like alcohol, there's preferences, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want to go light, dark.
Okay.
You want to do rum, vodka. You want to do wine,
Okay.
whatnot. Not.
Oh, okay. We had the
Chardonnay,
am I out of
Merlot.
pocket
You know,
section.
so it's one of those things.
Okay.
One of those.
Okay, we're gonna double back on that. Listen, guys, in this section of the show, man, this is where we talk about a lot of contentious scenarios that may be deemed out of pocket. Okay, guys. So really quick.
Out of pocket.
So, guys, I'm gonna ask you a few little things of different scenarios that has either been told to me, is personal, or anything like that. Okay, and it's either you gonna be with the shits or you gonna play it safe and take the high road. Okay, you can do that. You can do that. You can be safety first. All right, y'all ready?
Strapped.
Got no choice.
He said I'm strapped. All right, so listen. First out of pocket question. Am I out of pocket if you talking to a female, whatever, blah, 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 you chilling, you vibing, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, when you talk to this person, the conversations go stale. You know, sometimes it's just dry air on the phone, all that extra stuff. Am I out of pocket if I just out of a sudden be like, man, that's enough. Click, 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 and that's it. Is that out of pocket?
What's the click, click, click?
Oh, you just hang up. You bang the phone.
Oh.
You just say, yo, that's enough. Click,
Are
bang the phone.
you done with that person?
You put it on airplane mode.
Nah, I think it's fair.
No, it is. It's fair.
Oh, that's fair game? Okay.
I'm
All right,
rolling.
I'm with you.
Shout out for you for still being on the phone. Not many people still want to
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's just still on the phone. You know, people over here are just still paying for minutes.
Oh, yeah, they still paying for
Trying to
minutes.
get off the.
Yo, imagine back then.
Absolutely.
She said still trying to run your minutes up.
Minutes. You can't call nobody free
Your
after
data.
7 o'clock.
What?
Remember those
The
days?
fact that
Do
you're
I?
still on the phone to be hearing that long, awkward silence, I guess it depends on who it's with.
Damn, these kids got it different these days. They got
But
free
I just
minutes.
feel like sometimes people will deem it, yo, that's mad rude. That's mad rude.
No,
or
but you already see the signs, and this is being like this is dwelling,
And it's like also if you're like in the middle of actually doing something, even if it's just gaming or smoking, yeah, you ruining my vibe.
nah, no bullshit, yo. Click.
You got 3 hellos. Hello.
Hello?
We keep going on.
Yo, that's it.
Hello.
That's it.
Hey. This call has been disconnected.
Yo, he said, yo.
Just saying.
So is that fair to say that that's a fair thing to do? Like if you're on the phone with somebody or someone is not having that conversation and is not keeping that vibe going, and it's almost to the point where I can even take it to the next step and say, yo, am I out of pocket for doing that on a date?
Huh?
So if you on a date with somebody and you chilling, you vibing, you having a good time, well, you not even having a good time, but you know, the conversation is stale and it's super sour at the table, would you just would I be out of pocket for just being like, excuse me, could you bring me my check, please?
But
See,
how is it the
I'm
first
mad.
date or is it how many? Is it history
I'm
behind
mad.
it? It's a lot.
First date.
Yeah, split that check. I gotta go. Yeah, I want to be out of pocket.
Split or you
Nah,
just
I'm not
you-
gonna
you still-
lie. I'm a sucker. I stick around.
oh man.
I gotta be real about that
I
one.
wish I have the boo button for him.
long time ago when I used to, I
we got one of those here?
I don't see myself. We have awkward moments, but I know we're gonna deal with it at home. So it's either I deal with it now or later.
But no, but that's different.
It's a
You-
choice. But yeah, back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day.
If it was back in the day, and the day was.
Nah, I think no. You probably would have sat
I
there.
would've sat there.
Yeah,
I would've sat, realistically.
Yeah, I would have sat there. I take that
See,
back. I was
yeah.
sat
I
there.
would have sat it out.
I think I'm.
Everybody might be going through something. Sometimes people
That's
just
that
comfortable
one-
in under
yeah,
awkward
But,
silence.
but that's what I'm saying though. It's
But-
like I feel like we we grew up in a communication era. Like nowadays it's like more like you have nothing to talk about. Like
if you all up in your phone instead of like,
Bingo,
being
but-
able to be
but
in
that's what I'm
conversation
saying,
with people,
though.
That's different. But if you're just silent, enjoying your food, enjoying the space, done. I can eat in silence too.
I don't even know how I will feel. I'll feel like I think we should have done this on
For first
FaceTime. You know what I mean? Like it's just one of those things where I feel like, yo, there's certain times where like I feel you have to be like engaging, especially on a first fucking date.
On the first date, yeah.
On a first date?
Yeah, you should barely be on your phone on your first date. Like you're trying to get to know that person, you know?
Well, how about me trying to get to know you in an awkward situation? I want to see you at your worst, or I want to see how you react in awkward situations. That's getting to know you. Don't tell me when you at your best. Don't give me your resume.
I don't want your resume, but I want to get to know you.
I get it, but you got to know enough of me to get out on a date. Now, whatever we're doing out on this date,
it's a plus. You have to go through other bullshit before you get that the real. Okay. Okay.
I got you out. Something had to get you out, so we had enough to be able to say meet at a neutral location somewhere. Mm-hmm. So if we are out and whether it's going to a movie, sometimes we used to do dinner in a movie. Sitting at a movie was a good 2 and 3 hours of just silence.
What you doing at the movie? Yeah.
No, but see, that's different when you in a relationship, when you're in a committed relationship. That's
first
different.
dates. It used to be like dinner in a movie. It's like you go to a movies in silence and then go to eat after.
And that's what I'm saying. But then again, you like if you go to a movies and then you go to dinner after. Come on, like. My G, you gotta talk about the movie at least. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta have at least some type of context. Like, yo, you just came from the movies, you're like, so, how's your carrots? What? Like, what the fuck?
My wife was saying, knowing me, I probably fall asleep in the movie, so I ain't asking about you. How's your food?
Oh, yeah?
I fall asleep in the movie.
Damn.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Even if you like the movie, though?
Even if I like the movie.
Oh, shit.
I had to go back and see Black Panther twice.
Oh, wow.
First time I watched.
Have you saw 2 yet?
The second one? Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. You fell asleep on that too?
That one, no, the first one I did. The second one, nah, I was good.
Oh, the second one? Okay.
I stayed at home and watched it.
All right, so this is the third scenario, right? Since we doubled up on the other scenario. Are you out of pocket for if you go on a, like, say if we all go on a gentleman's outing and one person does not have the cake for it? Am I out of pocket for saying, nah, that's not going on my card?
Yeah, everybody got solid. But it all depends on who the person is.
Okay, fair. It's fair.
Relationship and like.
So what if this was already pre-planned, and it was kind of like, yo, we about to go eat. Are you trying to roll? And it's I bet I'm with it. Where y'all going? Roof, Chris? All right, I'm with it.
But that's another communication. How close are you to this person? Like,
I don't. But no. Come on, bro. Come on.
I understand that.
It's somebody that has been around. Doesn't have to be a best friend. It's somebody that's been around, that you've been around for the last 10 years, but you guys have just been friendly.
Yeah.
But you know enough. They've been around where they're not really a part of the friend group, but they're a part of the friend group.
Okay.
They're on the cusp. So this is kind of like a make or break.
Yeah, that's tough.
Just don't overdo it. You're going to Ruth Chris. You better order and look at the prices before you decide to order anything. You better be happy with this bread.
I'll keep it a solid 100. Like if you sat there, he was like, yo.
Communication is key.
Communication
is key. I'm assuming
because you tap me and say
communication is key.
Hey, I don't have bet.
That's different.
But don't wait.
Don't assume.
Don't wait until the doors opening and the doors are closing. Talking about I didn't got no bread. Mm-hmm. Hold on.
That check comes.
Big dog.
That check comes like
you out here ordered margaritas like it's your sister's birthday.
You better be happy with this free bread that they give you, and that's what I'm saying. You look at that.
But that's what I'm saying.
If you out here humbling yourself and just I'm happy to be here. You take people. It is what it is.
So here I'll throw a little wrinkle in there. So what if y'all been on a trip before? You notice he kind of pulled a move the last time y'all been on a trip. Not with you, with somebody else in the group, a little interspersed between different people asking for bread, but it comes up after the trip. And now you go on a bachelor's trip to this happening. So you see that there's a tendency of this potentially happening, and this person still has to pay the other people back, and they're on another trip with the same group of people. How would y'all handle this?
Oh, he ain't getting that from me. I'm good.
No.
I feel people have been more strict on their fantasy teams on who they're going to allow in their leagues than to get that same person on the trip again, that's bad. Y'all messing up.
No, we're gonna swing back to this. We're gonna swing back to this, guys. We're gonna get right into the show. Listen, guys. Our question of the episode is: do you think social media helps or damages relationships? And this is, whatever you guys feel or anything like that. Like, what's your take on how you feel like it helps, and what do you think? What's your take on how do you feel it damages a relationship?
I could quickly start.
Go ahead,
I think it damages more so than helps, depending on who has certain types of insecurities. And I think that's where it comes down to, because social media manifests certain types of insecurities in the way you look, the way you think, and the way you perceived by other people. And now if you're caught up in that realm, it becomes very toxic, so it becomes more damaging than anything else.
I dig that.
I respect that answer. I feel social media is a tool. Depending on how you use it, become a weapon. It can be constructive, or it could be beneficial. It could be helpful. Again, social media was intended for good. How people use it, unfortunately, we see more negative.
Big facts.
So
big facts.
if you are secure in your relationship, social media could be a good thing. You guys sending each other memes, gifts, whatnot through Instagram, TikTok, that can either break tension, lighten the mood, be able to express something that you might be going through that you weren't able to find the words. It's found to be helpful in certain situations, but yeah, when you get reckless, you get sloppy, you get greedy, you start seeing with your eyes and not with your head and all that, then
I feel like, I could dig that. I feel like, to piggyback off what you said, it could be good in terms of that communication. However, more so, it's more inviting to damage a lot of things, because you have access to a lot of stuff that you theoretically shouldn't have access to. If that makes any sense, like, you know what I mean, like, and you can't control the inevitable. All right. So if you posted a picture out of the blue, Beyonce says, "Oh my God, hey Fab, hope all is well. Haven't seen you in a while." What?
Beyonce haven't seen me in a while.
Okay, listen, no, but you see what I'm saying though? Like, you can't control what other people say or do, and then you have a repercussion. It's just like, oh shit. Now you have to deal with the fact that you got to talk about, who's this person? Oh, nah, this is whoever.
But it also based on communication.
And that's
trust, and the communication and trust in that relationship, because even though they hit you up, you're not interested because you're focused on that specific.
But you see what I'm saying though. You can see how it's easily distracted and could be misconstrued,
correct,
as something foul and ill mannered, based off of a like.
Yeah, it's like people run into people all the time in the grocery store, especially in the city of Boston, Smash Mall, right? Every time you run into somebody, I think it's, yes, you can't control somebody being happy to see you at the supermarket. Yeah. I think what you can control is your response, making sure that it's still respectful at the same time.
Correct.
So regardless if you're receiving a comment in a picture that you post, I'm posting it for one thing. What I get out of it may be out of my control, but how I either acknowledge it, ignore it, entertain it, I think all plays into the same way that if I see somebody in the grocery store, I may ignore it, entertain it, whatever it may be. I think it's the same. So it's still a tool. How you use it, I think it's going to be depending on how you receive it or what you can or can't control.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You can't control. Yeah. You can't control. You know what I mean? Unless you go mute and you just out there got zero post or.
Well, people,
you know what I mean?
Control that now. There are things that you can't comment on, or you can limit the comments. So you are able to control more on social media to the point where you can't use that excuse anymore. I didn't know she was gonna hit me up. Like, nah, it's beyond that. We ain't trying to get people in trouble for.
But and then that's what I'm saying. But I do understand what Brian was saying, like with the insecurities and all that extra shit, and like you said with the But it's just like I just feel that a lot of more people would pass that blame for it. Because it's easier to pass that blame. It's easier to sit there and be like, oh yeah, like this is oh, why is this person, or why you following this person? The fuck? Should I not? Like, is that Hitler? Like, I don't know. What do you mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a lot more. I feel like people invest too much time in it.
Yeah.
Where they get sidetracked of what's the reality versus what's not real.
Yeah.
I think folks are going to look at how you use social media and try to keep that same energy. If you use social media to try to holler at girls before I met you, then if I now see that the social media is still used the same way, I'm going to tap into those insecurities.
Oh yeah. That makes sense.
So if you're not on social media, if you have social media, but I don't see you always on social media, then I'm not tripping on any little thing because I don't see you giving that energy. On a regular. But if I see that you finding stuff, looking for stuff, then I'm going to give you that same energy and start asking questions like, what is this? And it's probably going to tap into an insecurity or an issue or a dilemma or a problem because we either addressed it before or talked about it before or was never really addressed before, that elephant in the room.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can understand those problems, but there's some underlying stuff, like we said, insecurities. Insecurities ain't just coming out of nowhere.
So, but like ultimately, do you feel that it helps or damages more? Like, you think that it really, like in terms of a relationship, not in terms of business, do you think it helps a relationship or damages the relationship more with potential?
Rich?
It could do a little damage to it, but it could also be fixed by communication, like I said earlier. It could, because it's just with social media. It's a lot of things out there. It's a lot of things out there anyway. Like you could go walk down the streets. It's something right there. It's everywhere. And like I said, it could damage, but it also could be fixed also.
Anything could be fixed, and and I give kudos to everybody. Anything could be fixed, but I just feel like it's one of those things where if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like you and you can't stop it. It's kind of like inevitable. Wait. Inevitable. There we go. That tequila's catching up. It's catching up, people. All right. I will never find. Boom, 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 boom. I just feel like, stuff that's gonna happen is gonna, like, what was that called? Murphy's Law. You know what I mean? So, but I do agree with you in terms of it being a good tool in terms of anything. But I just feel like it damages more than it helps, than it assists a relationship. You know what I mean? Unless it's like, long distance or some shit like that. But another topic, guys. What are some red flags that you are no longer in love with your partner, but just staying in a relationship out of comfort or habit? What are some red flags that you are no longer in love with your partner, but just staying in a relationship out of comfort or habit? Damn, my man crossed his legs on this one.
I know, right? They got real tits.
My man said,
they got real tits.
I can go whenever, but I ain't gonna go first this time around.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, Richie Rich.
He's still reading the question.
Well, I think in other relationships and red flags, just stay around sometimes it's because of the kids. If they have kids in that relationship, they're not happy and they're doing something repetitive and they want to get out more. Like, I want to do this, I want to do that, but I still want to be in that relationship. Like, it's tough because the kids, and they don't want to have that separation. So, and I feel like that's a red flag, and sticking around, just that's another red flag too. Because why are you sticking around if you're not happy? Especially if you're not in a happy home, but you're there for the kids.
Yeah, I can agree. Sometimes, it's habit, comfort. Sometimes it's hope. You know what I mean? In terms of being like, all right, cool, like, you're not happy no more, but damn, I hope this changes. Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes you know what I mean? Like, sometimes you can have that hope in terms of being like, yo, I hope this stuff changes. But, you know, like other red flags are minimal time spending with each other.
Intimacy.
You know, those are a lot of red flags. But like I said, like, and then sometimes what keeps you what keeps you comfortable and it makes it more of a habit is fear.
Yeah.
Is fear of not. I don't. A lot of fears. I feel like fear of you not giving it your all. Fear of you giving up. Fear of you not finding somebody better. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of that stuff plays a factor in terms of you not just jumping out the window. You know what I mean? So
fear not of restarting again. You know, restarting a relationship.
and that's
tough.
and that's a big one. You know, because you got to do this shit all the way from base jump. You feel me? So, you know,
If you aren't identifying with the person you're with what the red flags are, then you can't really ignore red flags. The way I see it is, if I've acknowledged something in my partner that may be against something that I'm not used to or cautious about, and either there aren't some conversations about how I could either work about it or bring some knowledge into it, if we're not addressing the red flags, we can't say we're just getting comfortable with it and just moving on, I guess.
no, that's fair.
So before I say that me or my partner has red flags, I just want to know what my red flags are before someone says, I should have known that these were an issue before, the reason why I'm leaving your ass. Like, time out. When was that an issue to begin with for you to throw it in my face now? So before you tell me that this is an issue at the worst, make sure you had brought this to my attention so I know what I can either do to either say why I do things this way that might be a red flag for you, or let you know that, okay, I'm willing to change that scene. That it might be something that might get in the way with us. But if it's just a red flag that you just throw out, that's a you issue, not a we issue.
Yeah, no, I do agree with that. Like, I feel like a lot of times people have problems. People have, you know, we all argue, but we don't argue to resolve. We argue to make a point.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? We're not like, okay, let me hear you out, and then it's like, okay, hear me out. Okay, so how can we meet in the middle?
Are you
How do
listening
we
for understanding,
correct,
or are you hearing for a rebuttal?
and that's what it is. I feel like a lot of times, especially like with toxic joints, is just gonna be that's what it is.
Yeah,
They all they want to do is prove their point.
Yeah. So you know,
did,
what I'm trying to be is like, a comprehensive man, to try to minimize or highlight on this toxic masculinity that many times people throw out there.
And that's what it is.
You have a right to stand on what your beliefs are, but at the same time, too, I'm trying to be comprehensive to know that self-awareness is a huge thing, not only about how I feel, not only how I feel in the presence of others, but how others feel in the presence around me as well. So
That's a
once
bar.
you understand that, man, you're willing to understand, appreciate, learn from other people's cultures, backgrounds, understand these differences. That's what. So I'm trying to be. It's hard though.
No, it is, but
it's hard. You
it's
just
about
want to tell people.
it's about taking accountability.
That too.
And a lot of times people don't take accountability for the stuff that they do and they don't do. And that's the problem. A lot of times, like, we could sit here and go back and forth, but it's just one of those things where it's just like, if you just arguing your point, but you don't care about mine, we're in the same spot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're just gonna be arguing, and you can be like, yeah, I've been talking to you about this for years. I'm like, okay, cool. What have we done to resolve it? Like, there's nothing. There's no. Like, you tell me the same thing.
It's a cycle over and over again, and you want to break that cycle, you have to break it some way, somehow.
And somebody has to be an adult.
Yes, yeah.
Yo, how can we resolve this?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of it going, nah, this.
Yeah.
How we gonna fix this?
Mm-hmm.
That's real talk.
Yeah.
That's the realest bar you can tell somebody.
I think acknowledgement, hopefully before it blows up, hopefully acknowledgement throughout the journey is always like, I appreciated you doing this. You didn't have to, but I appreciate it. So next time when someone says, "Oh, I do all this stuff for you," I'll let you know I appreciate it when I see it being done. So hopefully it's never thrown back at you to say that you never do.
Yeah,
so
that's great
ideally,
to give a compliment. You know,
proactive, right?
You know,
Let them know like it's the small things that I realize that if you weren't here, I would probably miss those things. And don't realize that what you do on a daily, on a weekly, on a monthly that gets this engine going. So hopefully it softens the blow when you do have that heightened sense when you guys aren't feeling appreciated or somebody's not feeling appreciated. It's not that much of a ding, or you're not hearing yourself for the first time or hearing about yourself for the first time.
No, you ain't lying. You ain't lying.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you something about that. I ain't scared to do some of my things. It's long overdue out here. All right,
Ryan, what was your thoughts? I know you using a go, but
I was observing and reporting.
okay. I'm gonna let Rich read his question, man. He got his question, man.
What are the benefits of paying for the blue check on IG, and would you do it, and why?
Yeah, I mean, depends on what I'm looking for. You know, I would say where I'm at right now.
Would you
know,
do it for a business?
No, because it could. Honestly, I have a lot of skepticism around it. Anyways, I think that the whole thing about the blue check originally was to be that hype, right? Like I can get a blue check because I'm validated by a professional entity that decides to give me that's going to decide to pay for me to get a blue check. Yeah. Not for me just to be sitting around on my ass paying for my own blue check to look cool.
Yeah, pretty
right?
much.
Like it's that distinction, and now Instagram is just taking it up to a whole other notch to get everybody's money more. You get fractions of what bigger people used to do, and now you can control the market. Now you can say, you want one, you want one, you want one? I'm going to raise the price every there.
Well, you know what I mean? And I do agree with you with that, but I do feel that, you know, that's the whole purpose of social media. Validation. That's what it is. Like, everybody wants to be valid. Everybody wants to be certified. Like, so, all right, bro, you want to be certified?
But the only thing I will say
Only
though,
15.
the thing that was a disruptor was that now there's bots that up your game on how many likes you get, or also how many followers you have. Yes, I understand the validation aspect of it, but when you think about the actual purpose of something, well, now it's just gonna mess up the scales of everything.
It does, yeah.
Because if I can't look at your likes to your follower ratio,
Yeah, that looks crazy.
and you have a blue check,
Yeah, bro. Like,
and
how
now,
you have,
and now are you 4x too?
yeah. Bro, you got 14 followers, 10,000 likes. Sis, something's not right.
And a blue check.
It doesn't add up.
It's not adding up, big
Now
dog.
you gotta start doing your own equations.
Big dog, and your account's private. What's going on? Yo,
This ain't OnlyFans, I know that. Like, what's going on here? So it's just like, again, I understand the validation part. And I think the worst thing about it is that we're going deeper into a realm of social media and virtual personalities that is going to manipulate people's reality so bad.
But
So bad.
I'm gonna let Fab, because Fab seemed like he focused on something. He ready to talk.
there was a couple points. I mean, there was a point of time where if you were validated or verified, I felt that meant you were held accountable for what you post, tweet, how you market yourself, because it's going to come back to you, especially if people are verifying that, yes, this is you, we understand your impact, these are the amount of followers that you have, these are the amount of people that are seeing you daily. Yeah, we can verify that this is you for sure, this is how you move, and understand that your platform holds some weight.
Correct.
If people are now willing to pay for that check, I think that means it also comes with the responsibilities and holding you accountable for whatever it is that you post. So understanding that if people want to come for you, again, like I said, it's talk cheap these days. And hearing and seeing all these media entertainments, these news entertainments, certain podcasts getting sued, defamation suits, the millions.
It is.
Hey, if you want to put a blue check, just know everything that you put on there has a chance to be able to get attacked, sued, whatever. Just know it's going to come with the smoke.
Yeah.
So if you want to be verified, you want to be valid, just know it's going to come with the consequences. Whether you only got 10 posts, whether you only got 50, whatever it may be, if you're going to pay for it Just know you're entering a realm that now comes with responsibilities that you may not be ready for.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the fact that, you know what, like you said, if everybody gets a check now, no one's special no more.
Nobody. Yeah.
No one's special. Guess what? We all go home. You know what I mean? Because you remember how, like, back in the days, like, yo, you thought you was special because, yo, I'm VIP. It's only 4 people over here. Only 4 of us is VIP. Not a whole line's of VIP.
Yeah.
Yo, let's go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's real talk. Mm-hmm. Real talk. Like, you felt special and important during those times. You was about to get in the club. Yo, I told you, yo, we the only ones up in here. We about to be lit. Boop, 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 boop. And now you see 30, 40 people behind you.
Felt real stupid, too, looking at them prices and looking at the time. And like, this is what we fucking pay for?
You see what I'm saying?
Man.
So
just to see the bottle that people paid and pitch in for just
my
go
God.
all over the floor and stuff.
Big
like,
facts.
this is what we did?
And at the liquor store,
Big
a lot
facts.
cheaper.
Big
I'm like,
facts.
yo, man, I felt a lot stupid. It's the one and only time I did VIP.
And you see, but that's what I'm saying, though. So I feel like these blue checks are going to now push away the so-called looking for validation people. Yeah. I feel like the blue checks are gonna start to humble people. Because it's just like blue checks are not even important no more. You know what I mean? It's almost
just
like
to
that.
validate the person if it's that real person. That's all it's really doing.
Yeah, that's all it is.
If you over a mil or whatever, cool. But like if you 10K, like getting 40 likes, like why are you validating yourself?
Sis, who are you?
Don't do it.
I think there was that Dr.
Broski.
Seuss experiment where it was like one bird had the stars, one bird didn't, and then they were paying for it, or they were going through certain things to try to get that exclusive star, and it was just a whole whack. Yeah, I can't say the name of it right now, but I think we've already been here before. They were making fun. They were writing these as cartoons, and we just falling right into it like it's nothing.
No, we are.
100%.
We are. And it sucks. It sucks, man. But it's, you know what I mean? Like I said, I feel like it's a great opportunity for people to humble themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, because like now it's like if, you know, I'm thinking I'm cool as hell because if I'm the only one in my crew that got a blue check, yeah, I'm valid. And then now we all got blue checks. You're like,
I don't know if it's gonna humble people because I don't know if people are ashamed these days. People are legit posting and video recording their lowest moments, like with no shame.
They put everything on there.
People are putting their business out there, good, bad, or indifferent. I don't think there's much shame these days.
No.
So to humble people right now, the internet's undefeated, and right now,
it's an animal.
It's an animal.
It is.
I don't know.
But you know what it is though. But it's going to. I feel like it's going to reduce the amount of bullshit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, right now it's a feeding frenzy. But now, after when everybody's validated and everyone's doing the same thing, it's kind of like, bro, I can't keep up with the Joneses.
I knew social media was a shit show when someone has $400 million just to spend on a platform that just for shits and giggles. So
just for shits and giggles.
Just for shits and giggles, just to do whatever they want. So,
and that's what I'm saying. Like in the beginning, like it was gravy. Like, you know what I mean? It made sense. You sharing photos. The idea, the concept, everything was gravy. Mm-hmm. But then now it's a whole full blown animal.
It's like a whole world, bro. A whole world.
Yeah.
Whole different world. Okay, here's another topic question. Is it possible to fall back in love with someone after reaching the breaking point? Once again, is it possible to fall back in love with somebody after reaching a breaking point? What's your thoughts on that one, guys?
Yeah, I think it's completely possible. I think you find that origin of why did you love that person in the first place. Now, not saying anything can potentially change and why that breaking point even occurred, but I think it's possible.
Okay.
And I also say the scenario would be like, in the same sense, it wouldn't be in the same span of that breaking point. Like there has to be some type of relief to really walk away from this at some point. And I would say mostly in a sense of like, okay, yeah, they've been away from each other, or they've been like they similar friend groups, and they just aren't together anymore. Whether that's married or have been a long time couple, like 10 plus years of a couple, doesn't have to be married necessarily, but they have that strong bond and tie. There has to be a break. If there's a breaking point at that point, and you walk away from that for years or decades, and then eventually it's like, wow, we're sitting here at 60 years old, and I'm realizing like, wow, this is either somebody realized they fucked up, or somebody can come back together. I think it's possible.
Okay.
I just don't think it's just like breaking point. And I'm working like your natural habits, and a lot of little intricate pieces of how you intertwine your lives is still part of each other.
Well, the only reason why I say it's a little difficult because it's like if you were in love and now you've fallen out of love, it's hard to like. I think it would be hard to fall back in love after knowing what you fell out of love for.
But what if they change the shit that you fell out of love for, though?
But no, I understand that. But the whole thing is, it's that it has to be open. You know what I mean? Like, so in other words, it's like, yo, if I know so-and-so did this bad or wrong, and it's like now you have to play, you gotta bring your credit score back up. Like, you at Capital One now, like, you know what I mean? I need you at the Amex. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to build all of that up
for
me to even consider you valid. You see what I'm saying? Because now it's just like this. Nah, bro. Nah, I'm good. I'm straight. No, but let me. I'm straight. You have to become, you now went from platinum to straight just prepaid card. So now you have to double back, and you have to really convince and show this person, yo.
And how long that's gonna take?
And that's what I'm saying.
And there's no time frame.
There's no time frame.
But if you have that love desire try to get back with that person, and they give you, I mean,
but it's not only you. It takes two to tango.
Yeah.
It takes two to tango. So my whole thing is just like this. It's not about just you. Like, you want to get back with the person, but at the same time, this person doesn't believe that you changed.
Now you got to convince that person you changed, and you got to see how long it'll take for you, that person. You know,
because it's a little different for you to make that transition before the breaking point. Because the breaking point is like, nigga, I'm done. I'm straight. I'm Gucci. Enough's enough.
I think there's levels to everything, right? Depending on where you are in the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Years longevity plays into it.
Mm-hmm.
You can see like the stock market, right? You can always have bad lows, but you always can work high. So you can look at that time frame where it was bad and say you're done, or you can look at the trajectory of the whole damn relationship and see, are you on an upward trend? Can you learn from this low? Can it be a new low to basically get a new high potentially? Again, it's perspective. It's where you are with yourself in your life. If you were in that position to say, hey, I got too much time on my hand to be over here playing around with just one person. Or, yo, I've been in the game already, and I've seen how it's done to people around me, and I can keep on going back to these streets, but ain't nothing.
Exactly.
Hey, let's work through this low and see what it's like when we work our way back up, and how can we sustain that up or sustain some positive or a positive trend.
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta sell that. You gotta sell that.
You gotta sell it. But like you said, two people gotta be willing to be in the ring.
And that's what it comes down to.
And if you're willing to go through the therapy, talk, counseling, whatever it may be, whether it's together individually, showing effort that yes, y'all are in it. Hey, breaking points can learn for or have growth for new highs.
Okay.
You like that?
I'm with that. Mash up teams. What you got, Rich? What you got on that?
My bad. I was just talking to this dude about Tequila.
You ain't talking about nothing.
What you talking about?
He said, yo, that man don't say nothing, boss.
Nothing.
Man said nothing, not a damn thing.
I said enough on the piggybacking.
Yeah.
I said enough of my piggybacking.
Oh, so
I said enough
You
of my
opting out? What
piggybacking.
you saying?
No, I said enough of my piggybacking.
Oh,
I piggybacked
okay.
off a couple conversations. You missed it?
I've been here.
I don't think so.
Wow.
Anyways,
Anyways, you see how he just tried to opt out of saying
he
anything?
definitely did. He definitely just tried to take the easy way out. But yeah, I do think and I do agree that, you know, with everybody that, you know, everyone's point of view on it in terms of it takes two. It takes, like you said, how long that relationship's been. Whether or not, like, if that person's willing to buy that portfolio again, if they're willing to look that over, even though your trajectory is going up, are they willing to make that investment again? Because, you know, it's just like their last investment was whoop whoop whoop. So a lot of that stuff plays into the part of, yo, if there's a breaking point, it's it. You know what I mean? And I feel like we all have our breaking point where we're like, nah, we're good. I'm straight. I don't care how much they spend the block. You see what I'm saying? Like, and you know how, like, you know, sometimes you be like, yo, I'll be like, yo, you gonna let that person spin the block? No, I'm straight. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things where it's just like, yo, that's what I'm saying. It depends.
Yeah, some people cut through and some people might give that chance.
And that's what it is.
Like you said, all about longevity, man. It all depends.
And it's a two-way street.
Yeah.
It's a two-way street, and that's what I feel like a lot of people don't understand, that just because you feel some type of way, I feel some type of way, it's one of those things where it's just like, yo, if we're not trying to resolve it, then it's a rizzy. Mm-hmm. It's a rizzy.
Again, are you a comprehensive man? You know, are you a
That's
comprehensive individual? Are you hearing what the concern is and willing to do your part? And hopefully that person can see you doing the work to make the change. If not, if it's not being seen, or if the work ain't there to be put in, yeah.
Man, look at that. See, look at the nice little segue. Look at that. How can you prevent yourself from falling in love with the potential of someone rather than the person they are displaying here and now?
Ooh-wee. I feel like I've been on the mic a lot. Don't get me started. What's going on?
Right, go ahead. I'll let you go in with that. I'll let you get in with
So-
questions today, man.
This one, I actually give a shout out to my man's Robert, Roger. So we were just chatting about this the other day, just thinking about life situations that we've been in, and the crazy part about it, and part of this is also the reality that we face in the social media aspect too, right? And what people present, and it's a lot of conversation that we're talking about here, but in terms of this, I think it's hard if you're trying to find yourself and find out what do you really want to be when you're exploring. You're in a very exploratory space, because it's very easy to latch on to what you think is that exact thing that you thought you wanted and you had, and then as time goes on, it's hard to really is this reality? Is this really what I want? And this is what's happening, because you try to overanalyze and you fall so heavily on potential of what could be so great with you guys. Whether it's you talking about you guys got business connections you're talking about and ideas, or you talking about how intimate you love and the intimacy that you have. Sex can constrain your mind very easily. So when I think of it in this sense, I think it is hard in a time frame where real love is what we had grown up knowing.
Okay.
And the here and now is just a mask until you can push through that after a certain amount of time. Unless there's something that you hold true to yourself and you've always had it since the time you were growing up, whether that's loyalty or is it some type of entity of morality that you realize that can connect you with that person that could potentially push you through that.
Okay.
What we got? Hold on. Where you got? I'm gonna pass that to you.
Smoke.
So, like you have it's like connections. So it's a lot
I
about.
thought you about to say Connect 4. I was like, what the fuck?
Nah, it's all about connections. You know, and what you believe in, and what you're looking for your partner. You know, loyalty, trust, family oriented. You know, that was a major plus for me. That's a big major, because you don't want somebody being around your family being mad dull around them. You want them to gel with them. You know, gel with that family, because it's gonna be awkward for you when you walk away. Like, damn, I can't leave my wife here because she's not gonna get along with that person. Oh, I can't leave my wife here because she, you know, you don't want to have that type of relationship. Then you, I feel like you get stressed because, like, damn, do I really want to start bringing her around my family because then I have to watch her and stuff like that? No, you don't want to do that. So you definitely want to make sure, you know, you have that type of relationship with her, making sure, you know, she's good with her family and making sure you're good with yours. So y'all have that nice, you know, that nice bond. You know, I think it's bond and connections, man, definitely, and loyalty and trust, man, definitely.
Okay.
I'm gonna give my hand a clap for that.
Look at you, boss. My youth, you out there striking out a blood clot, you whatever. We are dealing with, boss. We want to say.
Where am I at?
We at. Beef patty and cocoa bread.
You hungry? You hungry?
My man got that whole shake to himself.
Yo, come on, don't do that. Don't do that. Yo, you see, yo.
Either loving the journey or where they're at. If it's the journey, don't judge the path. I mean, if it's the potential, don't judge the journey. Don't judge what they're doing or how they have to get to whatever potential it is that you have envisioned for yourself or for that person. And if you like somebody where they're at right now, don't be mad at it when it comes in an inconvenient time, or don't try to change what it was that you gravitated to that here and now to begin with. Don't try to have that change later on and say that's an issue. So if you liking me for the here and now, understand there was a journey that took me to the here and now right now, and don't try to change this because I might be comfortable where I'm at right now, hence you either liking it or whatnot. And if you're getting with me because you see potential, make sure, A, my potential and your potential are aligned, because my journey to the potential, which either or, may not align with yours, and don't over here just call it whatever because how I'm getting to that potential ain't the way you think it should have been.
I like that. I definitely like that, because I'll be 100% honest with you. In my past, I was never willing to change my ways, but I had to get my potential up to get to that point to try to change my ways for what I have now.
You gotta do the work. But that work looks different from person to person in order to get to that potential destination.
Correct.
This man,
I feel like I'm
guys are making me
out here.
You guys are making me emotional. I'm not gonna lie, man. I do have a saying that people be sounding like commercials nowadays. They be sounding good as hell, but you know they're false advertisement. So it's just
false propaganda.
I do feel that, you know, a lot of times what people display or their potential to be something is falsely advertised based off who they really are. You know, some people can put on a great facade and make it seem like, yo, this is the creme de la creme. But then again, in reality, you know, I mean, that's not what the case is. So, it's hard to fall in love with that person that has that potential. It's just, you know, obviously you have to see the potential in them first, but it's kind of like you have to wait it out.
Yeah. Yep.
You have to wait it out.
It could be a year, 2. It could take a while.
And I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like I would rather learn about your potential in person versus in online, and that's how I'm feeling.
What do you mean?
So in other words, I would rather learn
Who you are.
what you got, what you're trying to build, what everything you got going on from you versus then, oh shit. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Okay, all right. She made a shirt. Okay, cool, man. I want to see that from you. I'd rather learn that from you versus online, because I don't know what online is. I don't know what you're doing online. Oh, I seen you made a shirt. Oh no, that was my homeboys. Oh shit, my bad. Thought that was you, but you know what I mean. All right, we're gonna talk about Fab's question, man. What are you willing to give up or compromise as you enter a relationship? Fab, I'm gonna let you take the anchor on this one.
What are you willing to give up or compromise? I think the perspective of time. You gotta be willing to give that up as you enter a relationship, because what you think is a hot second is a long minute for somebody else. So understanding what that time might look for you and that partner. You might have been somebody that likes to get to places 30 minutes before an event opens. When you get with that partner, that might look like an hour and 30 after an event opens. So understanding that time that you think is yours is not in your control. So be willing to give it up or compromise that it's not going to be the way you think.
So you willing to give up time?
It's subjective. Yeah, you want your time to be appreciated, but just know you got to compromise on it. Regardless of how stern you might want to be on it, sometimes it ain't going to go the way you think.
Compromise. I want to say patience. I feel like a lot of us, we don't have patience for certain shit, that like we won't tolerate from somebody else. But now when you're with that person, you gotta be like, you know what? It's okay. She overdid the seasoning again, but I'm gonna let this ride.
So you are willing to give up on patience, or you're not willing to?
I'm willing.
You're willing to give up on patience.
I'm willing to give up on not having patience.
Okay.
So in other words, if I'm a person that normally doesn't have patience for or tolerate certain things, I'm willing to give that up and compromise that for my partner. So in other words, I'm willing to give you more patience and I'm willing to tolerate more for the lack of the things that I don't like. You know what I mean? I think that's important. You know what I mean? That's something to, compromise in terms of when you're actually getting to know somebody and shit, they're now a part of your life. You're going to have to take L's. You're going to have to.
Yeah.
It's not a 50-50. Like, people don't realize relationships are not 50-50. My G, sometimes it's going to be 70-30. Sometimes it's going to be 60-40. Sometimes you might be 10-90, bro. But you have to realize relationships will never be 50-50. Never. Ever.
Pride. Compromise the pride, man.
That's a good one.
I feel like, with pride, us men, we have a lot of pride, and we feel like we always got to win. Sometimes we got to bite the bullet, and we got to, it's not just saying that, just because, but like, she could be right, but we have to hear it out sometimes, We got to. We got to hear her out, and it's like, you know what? You're right. My pride was in the way, and I was being stubborn, and I was like, you know what? And you know how to bite the bullet, and yeah, you gotta take that L sometimes.
No, you do.
Apologize about it. That's another big leap. And yeah, but compromising your pride, definitely.
And keep it moving.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
Like J. Cole said, pride is the devil.
Pride is the devil.
Yes.
That's my joint.
What's up, Ryan? What you got,
Give
man?
it up. You good.
I don't really have nothing to add to this. I think I'm more so just it's just like more so a follow-up question. Just like, cause I'm mostly just, I'm too stuck in the tangible aspect of things. And when we talk about this whole idea of vision on the last question, and vision for yourself and also for the other individual. You were saying that. Vision for yourself and then also for your individual, the other partner. Mm-hmm. And how does that have to align? I think the question I really have around that is like, can you truly compromise your vision for yourself and what you hope to become for your potential if you need to sacrifice part of that vision to be with that other person? Because, and where I start to see that into play is like, somebody has to give up something at some point, right? And either it works together well where you two can go align, like railroads, or that's just off the rails. In a sense, I just don't necessarily see it happening one or the other, because and this is the hard part about it too, I'm stuck in this idea of like generational things. we were given opportunity as first generation of Americans to come here, have an opportunity to do what we want and build what we need to build to have a family. And the whole saying of your parents is like, yo, you getting more. We want you to have way more than what we had.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And part of that fixation on getting to that point is like, you need to figure out what your vision is and continue to build on it. And so what I'm getting at is like, if this person comes from a different walk of life, how are you able to come to a compromise about what your visions can be for each other if both of you guys are so fixated on being independent individuals?
No, that's a fair question. Like, I feel like, you know, when you are deeply in love, I feel like you are willing to take a back seat on certain shit. And like I said, it takes two to tango. Mm-hmm. And I know some pretty selfish people where they're just like, nah, I'm straight. It's my way or the highway. Nah, I'm not taking it. Nah. There's no way I'm gonna eat at Applebee's. I'm sorry, what? Like, you know what I mean? Like certain little shit where it's just like, yo, what do you mean? What are you too good for Applebee's? Like, no, I would never be caught dead in there. I'm sorry? Like, you know what I mean? So there's certain people that are like that where you just gotta really sit back and be like, either you're gonna just sit there and be like, yo, I'm throwing in the towel on this, or you're gonna take an L and say and be like, fuck it, I guess I gotta go to Cheesecake, or we gotta go somewhere else. You know what I mean? So it's tough when you have two alphas. You can't do it with two alphas. Mm-hmm. Two alphas. Somebody got to be a beta.
Somebody got to take a back seat.
Somebody got to be the beta. Somebody got to be the beta. And two alphas is just gonna be. It's gonna be just headbutting all day. It's gonna be headbutting. That's how I look at it.
I saw your face, man.
I feel like two alphas headbutting.
I feel, again, when it comes to vision, it comes from the angle that you're looking at it, right? In Uno, I still have to flip the card the other way to see which way Uno is spelled, to see whether or not it's a 6 or a 9. You know, you can tell me it's a 6. I don't care where that bar is. I still got to flip the other side.
That's fair.
Because you can argue it's 6 all day. I'm going to argue it's 9. It's still a number, but unless I'm willing to see it from your perspective, then okay, I can understand where you can see it's a 6 even though I've been screaming it's a 9, and vice versa. So, as far as the vision, you can have two alphas. It's great because you have two people willing to lead the charge. A real alpha is willing to say, okay, let me see it from a different perspective. I don't always got to be in front of the camera as the alpha. Let me see behind the camera and kind of get from that perspective as well, because I may be missing something that you're so gun-ho about.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, you can have alphas, but some alphas are different, and their strengths come out differently in different perspectives. You know, we can still be passionate and stronghold of our visions and our perspectives, but I'm willing to sit in your seat for a little bit. I'm an alpha. You ain't gotta tell me you ain't gonna run me from my seat, but I get vice versa. You know? It's all about perspective and how it might be a different seat from there. We both alphas. There might be a different perspective from here. So it's all about that vision is key. Are you willing to look at it from a different view, angle, take somebody's history and somebody else's path to get to where they are right now, so you can see, okay, I get why you're saying this, because you trying to help me avoid what you tripped up. That could be a good thing. So.
No, I like that. I think that we're gonna swing back to that because this is an interesting conversation about it, man. Like I feel like it's something that we need to touch more about. What are some national news headlines that has impacted you guys this month in April?
I always think of tragedies and killings or shootings. The recent brother that recently got shot trying to pick up his siblings. That's just traumatizing. Yeah. And it's just like, wrong house to pick up my siblings, and you decide to pull a gun on me.
You can't do a 3-point turn in the driveway without somebody shooting at you, or you know, these days, God forbid you in the same car, somebody else got the same car like you in the same parking lot. Mm-hmm. And you make a mistake by going into theirs when you got the same car, and somebody got a strap ready for you.
Yeah, It's crazy. nowadays it's getting more so. I feel like, and I like we spoke about this on the last episode about like how people getting trigger happy based off of video games, based off of stuff that is around them, based off of other people doing it, and whatever. Like, you know what I mean? And, either people are being either idolized or, being like, it all happened. It all started with that, whatchamacallit. I blame it on the Rittenhouse kid. Remember that dude
yeah, with
in Washington.
Yeah.
Blazed those two protesters or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Got off.
Yeah. Yep. And going on shows.
Got off. And you know what I mean? It's tough, man. It's tough, man. Well, really quick, Easter. How was you guys' Easter? Was it good? That was a national thing.
I was traveling for work.
Really quick. Have you noticed Easter always falls on a different day? It's crazy.
Different weekend.
Yeah, like it's always it's not.
It's convenient for the holiday.
Yeah. Wasn't it time Jesus was? Okay,
yeah,
whatever.
I was about to say.
But like, was it on a Monday? Was it a Sunday? Like, you know what I mean? Like, this month is obviously April Fool's Day. This is National Autism Awareness Month. Shout out to all my autistics. You know what I mean? You guys are blessed.
Yes.
Elon's one of them.
Some of the smartest people out there.
Yeah, definitely.
Talk about a different way how to navigate the world.
Happy 420. Today is 420. Earth Day is on the 22nd. Administrative Professionals Day.
Shout out to my educators.
There we go. April 27th.
Black educators.
National Arbor Day. That's April 30th. And that's it for April.
That's it.
For April.
Oh, today was also National. I don't drink it, but National Coffee Day.
It was.
You get a free coffee at any type of place that sells coffee.
I'm straight.
I don't drink coffee.
Y'all drink coffee?
No.
I'm a coffee drinker.
I'm a coffee drinker.
I drink,
What's your go-to?
I'm black with sugar. I keep it simple.
My G, like I'm that one guy in Starbucks that no, you could go ahead first.
Yo, real talk. I'm with you.
Go ahead,
I gotta see what everybody else ordered to see what the hell. I'm not ordering coffee. That's for sure.
Is that
My
caramel?
wife's order, I tell her to write it down for me so I can read it because I'm
She got
some of those
special
orders
everything.
look like shopping lists, my G. Like, you know what I mean? They were like, can I get
2 drops of soy?
Yeah, you know what
2
I mean?
grains of salt.
Can I? I ain't gonna lie. They did put me on to the a caramel
macchiato.
No, latte. Caramel latte. Cold caramel latte with cold foam. Caramel sprinkle. Hold on. Caramel drizzle. Pause. I'm dead serious. Almond milk with almond milk.
I got a grande
and
Probably.
I'm not gonna lie, no, because they had samples. And I got a green tea.
So I know I want a grande. I wanted a grande.
Act all brick.
Yeah, Ash was up with 2 hands. Like, let me get that.
Say it with confidence.
Hold on. I don't drink coffee. I do green tea. So they was like this. You want to try it? I was like, man, I ain't tripping. I tried. I was like, oh shit, this is alright. She was like, you want a free one?
He said, yeah, let me get the grande.
Well, my G, nigga, I ain't gonna turn down nothing for free, big dog. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, I ain't gonna turn nothing down free.
Nah.
But like, real talk, I probably had like 5 cups of coffee in my life.
I don't do coffee.
Yeah, I do coffee.
I only do 5 cups of coffee in my life.
When I go to work. Weekends, I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I had to stop doing it. My first year out of college, I was forcing it. I started putting on weight. I would load that thing up with sugar and cream.
That's the thing. Like, you're not supposed to put all that.
Yeah. What do you think I'm gonna use it for? I'm here for the caffeine. I'm not here for all that bullshit.
I'm here for this.
Coffee's supposed to be good for you, supposedly, without the other stuff in it.
Just too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel
I'm
like
good. I hate that taste.
Forcing it, bro. They
I know
be
people
doing
do like
6, 7
I'm about to say,
cups,
that's a
bro.
force. I only do 1 a day.
I'm like, yo, Ba, you good? You straight? Like, yo.
I like the ones that be ordering cream with a little bit of coffee. It's like, that is just straight milk. That is not coffee.
Yo, that's wild. That is wild. What else in national news?
Trump got arrested.
Oh yeah, Trump.
The
Yeah,
Bitcoin gentleman got murdered, right?
yeah, we
App?
spoke
No,
about
no,
that
that's
last
Cash App.
time. Cash App, he got stabbed up.
Yeah.
There's actually, well, it's not. It hasn't happened yet. It's still waiting for Bitcoin. Right now, it's like a lawsuit essentially letting them to slide on and just continue to evolutionize how they're doing their production of mining and stuff like that, and the security of it more so, stability of it.
What else? What else?
Sports.
The thing got indicted. No, we're not doing sports yet.
Oh, my bad.
Thing got
Oh,
indicted.
no,
The kids that killed Triple XL.
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
They got Exestacion.
Oh, yeah.
What did they got? They got life, right?
I believe they got life.
They got life. The YSL people. I don't know what's going on with that one.
That's gonna be a long You saw that the lawyer has to write an essay.
Yeah, real talk. What about locally? What you guys got?
Shout out to those kids figuring out what schools they're going to, figuring out what student loans they're going to be signing away to. Hopefully they got them scholarships.
Oh God.
Remember, life gonna test you. So shout out to those getting accepted in them schools of their choice, their trade schools. Good
Man,
luck to
you
those.
know what, man? I'm pissed off about. SATs don't count.
Listen,
That's that rubs me wrong. That rubs me wrong now, because you gotta think about it. SATs don't count no more.
Yeah, that's wild.
So I could have been someone.
yeah.
It was hey,
I could have been at Harvard,
it
bro.
was a privileged
I could have been
test.
at Harvard,
It was a
big
privileged
dog.
test.
I could have been on the NASA program right now.
But
I don't know
back in
about
the day,
that.
all you had
Okay.
to do was if you had the bad grades, you go to community college and then you slip right in the back door.
Big facts.
I don't know about all
And now
that.
they have no bullshit. They got so many extension programs now, big dog.
Well, not as college is just a hustle.
Yeah,
Super hustle.
it's debt you
And
already
it-
have
and
when
let
you're
me tell you
averaging
something.
21.
Let me tell y'all something right now, guys. Listen, for all you students out there, guys, take advantage of this, man. Take advantage
about
of
to
this
say something.
right now,
Go ahead,
because
let me
guess what, man? Like, you guys are in a position, especially the minority, you guys are in a position to win right now. Because, like, right now, you got the juice, the Hugo. Like, you got to think about it. Right now, everyone is like, they're not even batting an eye. Jaquim? Oh, yeah, he's black. Yeah, bring him in. Bring him in. Like, before, it was like, well, yeah, we're at capacity. There's nobody in here. Like, you know what I mean? But now it's just like, no, come on. No, you and your brother? That's your brother? Oh, my God. Yeah, bring him too. Like, you know what I mean? So
Sound like that.
So other things of knowledge though to expand there too. I think it's a very different place of when we all went to school. Even when y'all went to school and I went to school,
Exactly.
and now I'm even seeing an evolution of what's happening now. I think a couple of things. College is not a necessity anymore. It's a matter of how do you utilize technology to be to your best advantage, and that's if you have access to it first.
correct.
And proper. And I'm talking about proper internet, proper cabling, proper wiring. So I would say to that point, and just to the point of, I went to a conference at the end of February. It was Black History Month conference where actually Urge Legion folks were talking there, for those that know. And then it was a dope conference, but it was about literally how technology is going to shift. And it's essentially, if you're going to be a part of it, you got to be a part of it now.
Nah, you gotta get on that bandwagon.
Because AI is changing everything.
Yeah, Google just
Chat
dropped one.
GTP is going crazy.
Google's
dropping one.
What is it called? Barding?
But
Barding or
Bar-
Bard?
I think it's border.
It was what it be.
It's
It's
weird.
what it be.
So it's this evolution. If you don't understand what it is, it's just the evolution of technology and how to make the easier things work for you. Communication. You want a marketing scheme, you go to ChatGTP. You want to learn how to write an essay, you go to ChatGTP. But it's also not a matter of it doing your work for you, but it's understanding how do you utilize it to the advantage of where you are to put yourself in a position to be the best that you can potentially be and understand what's happening.
But I feel like at the same time too, guys, I know we're supposed to be talking about local news, but I feel like still it does take away from, it numbs us, because now, like, if we're doing Chat GDP, if we're doing AI and all that stuff to think for us, we're no longer going to think for ourselves.
Yeah, but that's what I'm
see
saying.
what
You
I'm
have
saying?
to
And
have
that's-
understand.
but
I agree
that's
with
what
you.
I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying.
But it will show at some point that you
No,
don't know
no,
what you're
no,
talking about.
no, because you know what it
Because
is.
you're not gonna
It's-
say, oh, let me just go to the back room and you go, hey, ChatGPT, what you gonna have for this answer? Like, you can't necessarily do that.
Correct.
So you have to have that
correct.
hand-to-hand knowledge of what's happening.
Yup.
Because in essence, what's gonna end up happening, you're gonna fall behind. And to the point, I just say to the point of the whole networking and things like that, like a lot of neighborhoods weren't built with networking around them, and you got to realize where that network was built, not for black people, not for the
you're
areas
right.
that are impoverished. So I'll leave it at that. Just saying, like, just be aware of what's happening in technology and be involved. Talk to people that are technologists. Just build your knowledge and follow with it. Just follow the lead and do your research.
No, definitely do your research.
Do your research.
What's some latest sports news, gents? I know you guys are sports people.
Yeah.
We're in the NBA playoffs.
We are.
Still first round.
How we looking? What you guys is like?
What's the
takes?
Actually, let's go with takes, and I would say expectations for by the next episode.
Okay, by the next episode, it will be next month. It will be in May.
Yeah, they'll be.
So
in
I think we'll be in a conference.
conference finals. At
Conference
least.
or divisional? End of divisional.
Conference. Well,
Conference.
first and foremost, fuck y'all team and the team y'all cheer for. That's number one.
Whoa.
All right, I said it. I'm coming out gun blazing. I told you I ain't scared of y'all.
He said,
Yeah.
I ain't scared of y'all, mother.
I ain't scared of y'all. I'm a Knicks fan. You know, I don't say it out loud.
No,
but
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Knicks is doing all right.
You know, we stole one from home. You know, as long as it's anything, just not the first round, I'm good. You know.
So is that a win? Just not?
As long as we ain't just getting bounced out the first round, you know, I didn't
Okay.
have expectations coming.
Okay,
into
see
the
that's
season,
it,
so
okay.
then
You know
I'm
what?
done being disappointed.
But see, I can respect that. I can respect
You
the
know?
fact that you guys are just looking to get out the first round.
Me personally, I'm just looking at the first round. Catch somebody sleeping.
That's it.
Catch somebody
That's it.
slipping. You know, catch
Who
a
they
team
playing?
that's. We're playing the Cavs right now.
The Cavs.
Now,
My man Mitchell got the first round, man.
I'm gonna
It's
tell you
about
right
that
now.
time.
I don't want. Do I care for the Celtics to go to the championship? No, I don't.
For them to go, just to go.
Yeah, I don't care for them. I don't care for them to go to us. I don't care for them to go to us championship because I feel like if they go to the championship, I feel that I feel like they're gonna go against Phoenix Suns, and they're gonna get smacked.
Must be nice. Stop some bull. I can't stand y'all fans. Oh, we just go to the championship. You know, man, just dying just to get into the fucking playoffs. We go to,
But that's
fuck
what
y'all. Y'all only won one championship
Yo.
in the last 20-some odd years.
when's the last time the Knicks won a
No,
championship?
Hey, it's not about me. It's not about my team. It's not about my team.
Y'all
All right,
niggas
that's what I
still
say
suck.
already.
So it's alright.
All right, all I'm saying is y'all won one, and y'all been talking about we just made
Y'all going
Okay.
crazy with
Yeah,
role
okay,
players.
You know,
okay,
you know
okay,
the
okay.
Cowboy fan too.
Okay, first of all, okay, yeah, I am.
Let's stick to basketball. Let's stick to basketball right now. Let's stick to basketball.
Okay. So, like, what do you guys think is for conference?
Conference.
Conference.
I'm going with-
Hold on. We got no seating, so everybody just don't say random time. Hold on, so let me go.
No, my nigga, everybody knows who the teams are.
Celtics on the East is going to the East.
You talking about conference?
Yeah,
So, you talking about one conference team?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, I thought you talking about who's coming to the conference
It's
finals.
about
My
to
bad,
go
my bad,
through the
my
whole
bad.
bracket like, oh.
No, I said conference finals. I just said that.
He said,
Shut your ass up, Craig.
all right.
So who you got?
So I got the Celtics on the East. On the West, it's tough, but damn, it's tough. I don't even see the Nuggets. It might be the Nuggets. Might be the
Nuggets?
If everybody's healthy for the first time in a long time, it might be the Nuggets with Murray. Murray have to step up.
I say Phoenix. I say Phoenix. But most importantly, I don't know if I don't know. Phoenix. I got Boston and Milwaukee conference, and then Phoenix versus. I don't even think they could go against Denver. Yeah, they can go against Denver. I say Phoenix and Denver.
Only thing with Phoenix is Chris Paul, man. Like,
I know.
it's Chris Paul.
Big shout out to whatchamacallit, Jalen Hurts for the new contract.
Yep.
He got paid. I'm so happy that he got paid. But I'm not gonna lie, that did put pressure.
The Ravens.
That put pressure on Lamar.
Yeah.
for Lamar Jackson.
No, on the
but-
Ravens to pay that man.
Man, shout out on Jalen Hurts. Let's not talk about the pressure that it puts on other quarterbacks, because let's shout out to Jalen Hurts again for all-woman staff.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
A black woman manager, AJ. You got those they doing it out. He's doing it. You know, so shout out to him getting the money in the Brink truck that he got.
No,
And
definitely,
to
definitely.
have the women in his corner to support, look out for him, and cash in. Shout out, good for him.
Yeah.
You got to think about it too. Lamar Jackson's mom is pretty much his agent too,
agent,
so
yeah.
you know what I mean. But it is definitely a good look for, you know what I mean, like, because you know how they was kind of shunning him out, where they was kind of like, nah, Jalen's not our quarterback, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But now they kind of like
Selfish.
validated him by just giving him that tag where it's like, yo, here's that bread. You know what I mean? Draft is coming up. A lot of big moving parts. I know whatchamacallit got who got the first pick now?
Panthers
Panthers got the first pick.
Going with a quarterback.
I'm not gonna lie, man.
And then the Texans got the number 2 pick.
Panthers is gonna do all right, man. Panthers been low
The
key
division
stacking.
stinks. The
But they've been
division
low key
stinks.
they've been low key stacking up though, because
The
you know,
division stinks.
to be fair, to get rid of Christian McCaffrey, to get rid of who else they got rid of? They got rid of Baker
DJ
Mayfield,
Moore.
DJ
DJ
Moore.
Moore.
DJ Moore, Baker Mayfield.
I mean,
They I'm not gonna lie though, like they have
I
been.
mean, you got like Baker Mayfield was like an integral part of their team. Like
I'm not sitting there saying that, but that was
he was there for like 3 games.
bro. But they went with him as a.
They had Sam Darnold. That was their
He's
real
still
quarterback.
there.
No, he's still there.
No, he's in the
No, he's
49ers.
gone. Yeah, he's 49ers. Yeah. And then Jimmy G went to.
Don't be
The
surprised.
Raiders.
Don't be surprised if they pick up. They be a part of a little trade to get Wilson as a backup.
And then there's a rumor going around
Wilson.
that Hopkins is going to
What
the Bills.
Wilson?
no.
That'd be nice.
I'm
Unless
talking
I'm
about
going
the
too punch
Jets
with
quarterback.
That'd be nasty, bro.
Jets backup. Who?
Hopkins go to Buffalo.
They would have to win the chip. They have to win the chip.
I just don't see what's
Oh, no, they have to
what's
win
the
the chip.
point. I feel like they need more help on
No, they
as
don't.
for a running back.
They need the
actually
number
no. They
two
got a running back. They got a
receiver.
running back.
No, they don't have a running back. They don't have.
He's
a
got
running-
Harris.
No, but they don't have a running back.
They got Harris. They got Cook. Cook another year in.
Harris.
No, Cook is
Maybe
Cook is
Harris.
like a
Pick the
Hines type.
Patriots.
Cook is a Hines type. You gas him up too much.
Yeah, it definitely is.
He got to remember they're in Buffalo. Like
Yeah,
people break.
easily like paper mache. I'm
They
really.
got a lot of quarterbacks.
I'm not gonna lie. You know who's gonna be?
Is he overrated? Josh Allen.
I don't think. Josh Allen's not overrated. Josh Allen he's like one of those like.
Two is overrated.
Two is way overrated. Josh Allen, he could change a play. Because that dude, he will get up on his giddy up. And he will truck you. So my thing is just like for third and 5, your linebacker still got to play up. Because if they're playing zone, my man could scoot up on you. So I feel like with that, having that pressure, and he could throw the ball too. Nah, you gotta respect him. You gotta respect him.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Allen's an athlete, bro. I'm not gonna hold him for that. Like, you know what I
Push
mean?
back a little bit on Tua being overrated. I mean, I don't think he overrated. He had 2 1,000-yard receivers. I mean, you gotta get the ball to those receivers.
No, don't cap.
You know he
Don't
threw
cap.
some ducks too, right? That was real short.
Who didn't? We've seen Josh Allen throw some ducks. We've seen everybody throw some bad balls and whatnot and throw some questionable passes and be like, what were you doing? Again, we all have fantasy. We would ask ourselves, like, how the hell you throw that interception?
Yeah,
like,
no
what the
bull.
fuck you doing? So, again, yes, did he have some bad ones? Yeah, but to say he overrated, I just think right now there's a lot of conversation about his concussion, which
Yeah.
make him
Yeah.
highly talked about.
Did you see what you saw? He was trying to retire, but then he's like,
It's a question again. When you talk about your livelihood, are you gonna? He wants his kids to see him play, but
Yeah.
are your kids
you gonna make
gonna
it?
see you?
Yeah.
Correct.
And I'm
Your
still
life is
still
over.
calling this. Yo, I'm telling you, Aaron Rodgers is he's gonna go to the Rams. I
Not the
promise you he's
Jets?
going to the Rams.
Why is he-
He's
why is
going
he-
to the Rams. He's going to the Rams. He's going to the Rams.
You know,
I don't think he's going to the Jets.
You
I
know
promise
something.
he ain't going to the Jets. Promise you he ain't lining up in the Jets, bro.
why would he go to the Rams?
Because he got a better chance.
So where's Matthew Stafford going?
He'll go to the Jets. My G, like right now, McVay will definitely take Aaron Rodgers any day of the week. Listen, McVay, he wants to win. Let's keep it 100. I'm not sitting there saying Matt Stafford is, but you know what I mean? Matt Stafford's on his way out. He got his chip. He's living in his glory right now. He's like, oh, I'm good. I make you go to Hall of
Are we
Fame.
making another $50 bet?
We can.
Here we go.
I came up on that last one with Aaron Rodgers. Don't do this again.
You know I pay you immediately.
You did.
he said, yo, what about, you guys have any free flow? Free flow meaning like anything you guys want to talk about, like anything that's on your mind. Boop, boop, boop. You get the outro, bro.
Just hope everybody's taking care of their mental, their emotional health, their self-care, making sure that it's making it a priority just as much as getting this money is a priority.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So, making sure that your physical health is in tip-top shape as well, doing what you can. So, you can make sure that you guys take care of your emotional, your mental, your spiritual as best as possible.
Okay. Check it out a little bit. What else? Any other free flow?
Make sure you love your loved ones, man. You know, make sure you tell them you love them, and just make sure you love your loved ones, man. You never know what can happen any day, anytime, man. The world is going crazy right now, so
Big facts.
definitely make sure you do that.
Crazy. Just keep going around.
Eat good, live good, breathe good, smoke good,
Oh my God.
chill good.
Hey,
This is wild. What?
oh, give one more shot to my man Fab for being on the show today, man.
Yo, hit that clap button for him, man.
I'm saying, I told you, I wasn't scared of y'all, some of my guns. I appreciate you, love. I see what y'all are doing out here.
No bullshit,
Keep doing y'all thing. I'm proud of y'all. And I hope to be back. I know I'm over here warming up the seat for Clint, but let him know.
Pressure's on.
You know what I'm saying? I'm warming it up for him. I make sure this is mine.
But no, it's always great to have guests like yourself to always, to bring different inspiration, to bring different topics, to bring different things, like, you know what I mean?
Different
And that's what it comes down to. Like, a lot of times, like, it's everybody has a different perspective.
Yeah, man.
And you know what I mean? So it's great that we appreciate the fact that, you came out here and you shared it. You shared it. You feel me?
You know what they say, man? Smart man learns from his own, but a wise man learns for the sake of others as well. So
I like that.
to learn and gravitate and be around positive vibes. And to know I'm around my dudes, I'm all about vibes and aura. And I see
Mine's about the juju beads. Juju.
Yes, sir.
Juju.
Praise to the third eye.
my guy.
He said, my guy. Shit, yeah. That's about it, man.
Shit. Free your spirits.
Free your spirits?
Cheers.
Get high, baby.
Shit, what do you mean? I know happy 420, man. I do have a quote of the episode, though. Quote of the episode is, I have 99 problems and 420 solutions for you guys. So for the 420 people out there that, you probably might be inspired by that and, might spark one up like, oh shit, you know what?
Sparking ideas. I see what you did.
You know what I mean? Like, so you're sparking ideas. I see what you did.
Again, inhale the good, exhale the bad.
But guys, I want to thank you guys for rocking out with us for another episode of Opinions Consequences, episode 123. Happy 420. Once again, I want to thank our guest, Fab, for coming on to the show.
Yes, sir.
Until next time, y'all stay safe. Get high.
Yeah.
Salutation.
Sir.
Chill.